Newcastle 2, Liverpool 3 at St James's Park. And I don't know how they've done that. I have no idea how on earth they have won that game. The luckiest people on the planet. Luckiest people in the world. They've done it again, last minute again at St James's Park, dramatic again. And if there was any game from an Arsenal or Man City perspective, you're looking at Liverpool, this was the game that they were going to drop points. The Isak saga, the fans up for it, and they were up for it. The atmosphere, and you know, Newcastle dominated. They dominated the first half. But then Gravenberch scores an absolute beauty. I do think Newcastle weren't really shutting down Liverpool. Even with 11 men. Then you have that whole Anthony Gordon situation. And when he did it, I'm not going to lie, I was like, yes, celebrating. You know, we're not wishing injuries upon anyone, by the way. But if Van Dijk's injured, that's pretty big in terms of the title race. But look, Gordon does the incident where he gets sent off. It's 100% a red card. No debate there. Then 2-0. Then Newcastle get one back with Bruno. Then it's Ouattara. I don't know how to say his name. And you're thinking, yes, just hold on now. The board comes up 11 minutes. And I understand there was injuries and whatever. The ball was out of play. 11 is crazy. 11 is something I've never seen in the Premier League this season. So I was a bit shocked. And you're thinking, if that was 9 minutes, Newcastle dominated the first few minutes of added time. And then Livramento, I think it was, gets drawn into the middle where Szoboszlai is. And there's just literally nobody at right back. Where is the right back? Where is Livramento? He's in the middle of the pitch. Where's the centre-back? Because he's covering for the centre-back. And I don't know how Szoboszlai saw the dummy. I don't know how he let it go or thought there was a dummy on there. He leaves it for the dummy, and then my man Rio scores 16. I've had enough of these babies scored in the Premier League, man. So big up the kid. You know, I can only give praise to the kid, but 16, you know, 16. What were you doing when you were 16? Remember that? Well, nice. It's gone from 16 as 15 with Max Dallman. I've had enough. I'm no longer like hyping up these young kids, because it's just like, what am I doing in my own life? Like, I'm contemplating life while watching. Ball jokes aside, I can't believe a 16-year-old's won it. What a moment for him. And like I said, I've had enough of teenagers bursting onto the scene, because I need real players. You know, in 10 years, we're just going to have 15-year-olds in the Premier League. It's going to be like career mode. You know, on career mode, where you're scoring through the free agents, and you get that 15-year-old free agent that's 90 rated. Bro, the whole Premier League is going to be 15-year-olds in 10 years. Like, what are we doing here? So we need to stop with that. And of course, it was Mo flipping Salah assist again. You just knew it was... I was literally the last attack, as Liverpool had the ball, I was like, just don't get to Salah. Just don't get to Salah. They get it to Salah. Bang, goal. But look, I can't believe what I've just watched. But that's all I can say. Congrats to Liverpool, and, you know, Arsenal play Liverpool next. And let's see if we can do some damage. We're probably not going to do any, but let's see it. Let's see if we can do some damage. Let's see if we can go to Anfield. You know, no Saka. I don't think we have Odegaard either. It's going to be Madueke and Waneri or Eze. I don't know, but we'll see. But congrats to Liverpool. Congrats to Rio. And they've got out of hell alive. That's what I would say. I must admit that the Newcastle owners he's turned into Mr. Marinakis. Like, what was he doing on the pitch there at the end? Just questioning it. Look, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like the video. Peace.